Hello, welcome. My name is Sheep Thief. Welcome to episode 6 of the Peloponnesian Wars. This will be first Mantinea. After 10 years of warfare, Sparta and Athens signed the Peace of Nicaeus in 421 BC, ending the first half of the Peloponnesian War. This interlude was not peaceful. Many of their allies rejected the accord, and sporadic violence continued throughout Greece. Corinth and Thebes especially opposed the deal, and other members of the Peloponnesian League, like Argos and Mantinea, moved towards an Athenian alliance. Corinth built a new alliance with Argos, and along with Mantinea threatened to leave the Peloponnesian League, and began negotiations with Athens. Corinth, okay. Alcibiades of Athens sought war and alliance with Argos, and attacked Epidaurus in the northeastern Peloponnese, to which the Spartans responded. The Spartan army marched on the Athenians, but ultimately agreed to a peaceful negotiation. However, this angered the Spartan people, and their army marched back to war, eventually meeting the Argive army at Mantinea in the central Peloponnese. The Spartan army was perhaps the finest in Greece at the time, including at least 3,500 Spartiate, as well as Neodamidi, free Helot hoplites, Sciritae Peltas, and some Tegean allies. The somewhat smaller Argive army consisted of Argive hoplites, Athenian hoplites, and cavalry, and some thousands of Mantineans, mercenary Arcadians, and other allies. The Argives took a position on the hill, but were forced to move when the Spartans redirected nearby waterways to flood Mantinean territory, which the Argives and their allies could not abide. The two forces met in an open plain below the nearby hills the Argives had occupied. The Argives suffered heavy losses and eventually made peace with Sparta, leading to the end of the anti-Spartan alliance and the expulsion of the Athenians from Epidaurus. Although technically not yet at war again, the Peace of Nicaeus between Sparta and Athens was now heavily strained. Over the next few years, the Athenians would send expeditions into the Chalkidiki, while the Spartans would put down yet more Argive rebellions, destroy their long walls, and sack Hyceae, an Argive garrison town. In response, the Athenians took Ornea with the help of the Argives, and executed the exiled pro-Spartan Argive oligarchs. Internal Athenian politics remained chaotic, and among other actions the Athenians besieged the Spartan-founded but neutral island city of Melos, massacring the entire male population, and selling all the women and children into slavery. That's terrible. Athens then began planning an expedition to Sicily. That's ridiculous. Okay. So I think we're playing as Sparta. We'll take the armored cavalry, keep the cavalry. Definitely Spartan allied hoplites, Sciritae spearmen. Okay, I kinda like it the way it is. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Just a flat piece of ground here. We'll back up a little bit. Do we have any pikes? I don't think so. I'm okay with that. Let's keep things a little spread out then. Okay, this is going to be poorly organized if I don't figure this out. So, cav will be out in front. Skirmishers front. And then let's just get everyone in a line. Nice and easy. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they've got archers. We need to win the cavalry engagement or we're going to be in trouble. So we're going to move out here. Then we're going to adjust the hoplite line to be in a sort of flawed echelon kind of formation. I want you guys to bunch up over here. I don't like that they have ranged cavalry. What we want to do is see how they react to this new position. And yeah, okay, that's sort of what I thought would happen. We're going to try to pull them out this way without bait them in here and hit them from the side. While we concentrate our ranged fire onto this infantry. So the danger right now is that we are going to be vulnerable to missile fire in the center. And then if we don't do this right, they could wrap around here, but they only have one unit of melee cavalry, so I'm really not that worried about that. If I were them right now, I'd be skirmishing over here with the ranged cavalry and then pushing forward with the skirmishers. So as soon as my skirmishers are in position, which should basically be right, I wish I could get them a little deeper than that. I think I kind of want it like this. And I think we can just... I actually think we could kind of... We could almost do this if he doesn't want to route his cavalry at all. Let's try it. The AI's been stupid right here. Just like completely letting me, a human would be like adjusting more. And then once that's in position, we can just give the order to attack this and it should start to collapse. And then we'll march the infantry in and kind of wrap here. See what the AI does. So yeah, I think we can just begin with this. So this would be interesting against a human because you'd see the messengers going and then you'd know something's about to happen, which would be interesting. Let's see how much damage we can inflict. So if he moves his skirmishers over, then we will advance. If he moves his cav over, then our cav comes in. If it gives a general advance, that's alright. This will wrap in. I think we could actually start wrapping it in now. No, I mean, if we're gaming the AI, we shouldn't do that. Shaken. The AI's being really dumb. Sometimes I feel like the AI is on the ball in this game, but this is just stupid now. I'm gonna... Okay, he reacted. So it looks like it's going to move this way, and let's move over here. Okay. Just meet that. Can I not? Chase that away. Great. Let's just finish this off. Shaking here. Okay, maybe the AI isn't as stupid as I thought. On that. Looks like we might have... I thought we might have sandwiched them, but I guess not. I think we could maybe charge that. Boom. 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 Why not? Okay. Work on that. Side there, other side there, other side there, that. Really? Okay. Performed way worse than I thought it would. That off. It's about to have a problem. This is messy in here. Look at this. You guys aren't doing anything. Why? Okay, we were wise to not commit all that infantry into there. Let's have showdown between the generals. To the side of that. Okay, we won. Let's see here. Spartiates did well. Securitize Spearmen. Yeah, nothing else doing amazingly. Let's play it out a little. About to get a flank here on the general. This could be bad. Boom. Wavering. Yeah, we lost that charge. What kind of Greek armored cavalry? Okay. You go try to deal with that. However, finish this off. Why are you shaking? Good. Held firm. That cavalry is now having trouble against these Skiritai. So like, this is where the game is inferior to Total War. Is this like chase animation and process is a little perfect. This is really fighting. It's really holding strong. I also think cavalry, it's really good, but I actually think it needs to recoil more. Like the recoil rate needs to be higher. And I think that would simultaneously make it better and worse. And certainly more realistic. I think if you just upped the recoil things in general, that would be good. Alright, thanks for watching. Let's see what the next one is. Sicilian expedition. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, and what was this last one called? Mantinea. Alright, see you guys in the next one.